What's the saddest thing you discovered after it was too late? It was 2 p.m. on a Monday when the hospital called saying the woman who had killed my baby was in a coma after a car accident. I could only laugh. What a beautiful karma. I almost didn't go. I mean, why should I even care? It had been 5 years since our divorce. 5 years since she accidentally let go of our child's hand in the middle of the lake and watched her drown in a place where bodies were unrecoverable. But I went, only to vent, to scream, to tell her unconscious body how much she deserved to be in the coma. At the hospital, her mother, now in her 70s, greeted me coldly and held out an envelope with shaking hands. She wanted to give this to you if anything happened to her, she sighed. Read it, throw it out. I don't care. I'm too old for this. She threw the envelope on a chair and walked out the room for a quick smoke break. I pulled out the letter inside first. To my wonderful husband, I scoffed and shook my head, already disgusted, but continued. The baby didn't die. I gave her up for adoption. I'm sorry for the lies. This diary holds the truth. I'm so sorry. My hands shook. I couldn't believe it. She gave away our child and lied to me? For years? I opened the journal cautiously. The first entry I saw made me want to throw it across the room. I can't stop shaking, can't think, can't feel. How could he do this to me? We were family. My own father-in-law touched me, corrupted me after coming over to fix the sink. My husband is away for 3 more days. I want him to come back. I'm so scared. My hands started trembling. The next entry was from a day later. He showed up again, violated again. Worse this time. I showered for hours. My skin feels raw from scrubbing. When will my husband come back? I felt sick. The pages covered in water droplets and blood. Were those my wife's tears? Water from the shower? Blood from scrubbing? I stood up and paced around the room, trying to calm myself before reading the next entry. The third day I was gone. This time I went to the hospital. They documented everything. Bruising from the ropes, blood, tissue scarring from forced entry. They asked if I wanted to file a report. I almost did. Then I thought about what this would do to my husband. His father is his hero, his whole world. I'll ask Mom for advice. I feel like a disappointment to my family, my husband, everyone. But he'll be home soon. My husband will be home tonight. Then the last entry that month. Oh God, oh God. His dad came to my room today, threatened me, said he'll take his own life if I tell anyone. He told me he'd leave a note saying I seduced him, that my husband will never forgive me. But that's why I'm writing this. But will this be enough? And the baby? Oh God, what if it looks like him? What if my husband sees his father's face every day in our child? I closed the journal and sobbed into my hands. All these years I spent being angry, yelling at her, calling her names, punching walls and throwing furniture. She deserved none of it. I looked at her peaceful face on the hospital bed and glared. I hate you. I hate you for lying to me. I hate you for holding all of that burden on your own. I hate you for thinking that hating you would be better. I stumbled for the next words and just stood there before picking up the journal again to read the rest. Met the adoptive family today. They seem wonderful. The baby will be safe. Divorce papers signed. His dad was there, comforting him, telling him he's better off without me. Then, 2 years after the divorce, she has his eyes. Thank God she has my husband's eyes, not his father's. His father died today. I went to the funeral, stood in the back, just had to make sure he was really gone. This secret is better off buried maybe. Then, from a week ago, saw our daughter at the park. She's 8 now, beautiful, happy, thank God. It was worth it. I looked up from the journal. Her mother was watching me, wiping away the tears from her eyes. So you read it? She asked, walking to hold my wife's hand. She made me promise. The day she told me what your father did to her, she made me swear I'd never tell you. I threw the journal down at her feet and watched her flinch. How could you watch me hate her? She laughed and said dryly, because she begged me to. She said you needed your father more than you needed the truth. Said she could survive being hated, but you couldn't survive knowing what he was. All BS, but that's what she wanted. But you have no idea what it was like for years. Every Christmas, every family dinner, watching you defend him while treating her like garbage. It nearly killed me, but she insisted. Even after he died 2 years ago, she wouldn't let me tell you that the damage was done. Now look at her, a saint stuck in a coma. She shook her head and left the hospital abruptly, leaving me feeling guilty on my own, just as my wife had for years. I sat beside her hospital bed, holding her hand, apologizing gently. If you wake up, we can make things right, I whispered. It almost felt like I was mocking myself. That's when I felt it. Her hand twitched, maybe squeezed mine, just barely, or maybe I imagined it.